Hi, it has been a while since I've done this. I've been struggling spiritually a lot, and I felt like I couldn't make videos like this unless I had all my crap together. And I don't have to. And I don't have to go to God with all my crap together. So here we are. Bear with me. It might be brutal to get through. But we're just gonna try it and see where it goes, because as soon as I started stepping out in faith and following God's will and doing these videos and doing certain devotionals that were right on par with what God's wanting to do in my life, the devil attacked me. And so I just need to truck through it and just do what I can do, not wait until all the stars line up and everything's perfect. So I've already started rambling. This will be fun. I have been slowly reading through Psalms. The other day in chapter 31, found this passage, verses 11 through 18, that really just kind of stuck out with me. So I'm just going to read those, talk about them, see what happens. So here we go. As I'm editing this, I realize that I no longer have the music that I had during the little intro, so I'm just going to do random sound effects. Whatever, enjoy it. Alright, Psalm 31, 11 through 18. Because of all my adversaries, I have become a reproach, especially to my neighbors, and an object of dread to my acquaintances. Those who see me in the streets flee from me. I have been forgotten like one who is dead. I have become like a broken vessel. For I hear the whispering of many, terror on every side, as they scheme together against me, as they plot to take my life. So this is a Psalm of David. And if you don't know, David went through a lot of stuff. People did not like David. A lot of people were trying to kill him. A lot of people were betraying him. A lot of times he was alone. And verses 11 through 13 just kind of give us a glimpse of what he was going through. And I think that resonated with me because a lot of times I feel alone. I'm good at making friends. I'm not good at choosing friends. So right now, I don't really, I have few people who are God-fearing people. And I'm single, which as a 21-year-old, that comes with some loneliness, which is fine. And I need to learn and I have been learning to deal with that. And it is very easy to feel alone in this world, especially with all the things going on right now, all of the division, the pandemic, all of the junk that is happening. It is very easy to feel alone. And I have been feeling very alone. I remember there was one night I went to this ladies' night at church, and I sat by people that I didn't know because I was there by myself. And for the first time, the person who was next to me actually started talking to me. And that was a really nice gesture. She was a wonderful lady, very kind, very friendly, but it made me feel so completely alone because I didn't know her, because I didn't have someone there with me that would talk to me that I knew personally. And that was just the devil's attack on my mind, and I see that, but it just made me feel so alone. Like I just wanted nothing more for her to be someone that I knew already. So I was blessed that night, but I was not as blessed as much as I could have because I was so weighed down with this feeling of loneliness. Let's go ahead and look at verses 14 through 18. But I trust in you, O Lord. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hand. Rescue me from the hands of my enemies and from my persecutors. Make your face shine on your servant. Save me in your steadfast love. O Lord, let me not be put to shame, for I call on you. Let the wicked be put to shame. Let them go silently to Sheol. Let the lying lips be mute, which speak insolently against the high righteous in pride and contempt. So even though he is feeling so utterly alone, he's saying, I trust you. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I will have anyone on my side, but I know I have you with me. I know I have you on my side. And I read this after the ladies' night that I went to. So later in that evening, everything was over. They had some food trucks outside, so I went, and I hadn't eaten anything, so I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just sit here by myself and eat. So I was just, I was touched by the message, but I was still really sad. So I was just sitting there by myself eating, and all of a sudden, this young woman comes up to me. She says, hi, can I sit with you? And I look up and my jaw almost dropped. She told me her name, and I said, I know you. And she said, I'm sorry? And I said, I'm Kendra. We went to church together. She actually was one of the camp counselors at the first kids camp I ever went to. She sat down, she had a friend come with her, you know, they talked a lot and I talked occasionally. And on my way home, I was still kind of feeling sad about it all. I just felt in my spirit the most comforting feeling, and just, I felt God's Spirit tell me, you are not alone. See, I gave you this woman when you needed somebody. Please just be patient and trust me. I am preparing things for you. I am preparing people to be in your life. And I just instantly started bawling. And that's what I feel like David is going through right here. He's saying, okay, it may not be right now, it may not be tomorrow, but okay, I trust you. And that is what I want. I want to go forward and not be afraid of any of the junk that has been weighing on my mind. God's moving in my heart, and I can feel it. There's a shift happening, a shift coming. I am going to be taking part in my first fast in the next few weeks, and I just feel this anticipation. I'm really excited to see what God has in store, and I hope that even though I feel like I'm as alone as David did right here, I want to be the type of Christian that says, but I trust you. You know, David's not saying that all of these things that he's going through shouldn't affect him. He's not saying, oh, none of this bothers me. He's saying, this is awful, but I trust you. That's an important thing to say, you know, but I trust you. That's where I'm at right now. This has been, gosh, I think this was more rambling than I've ever done. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. We'll see. I do want to be making these videos again. I enjoy it, and I know I've only made a handful of them, but I really do enjoy it, and it is just as much, if not more, for me than it is for anyone who may ever see this. This is honestly like some therapy session going on right here that is touching me more than it may touch anybody else, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I want to get back into doing these videos. I actually had a special request from someone to make these videos again, so I see you, thank you. I don't know how to end this. I'm out of practice and I wasn't even good at it to begin with. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Hopefully the next video will be a little bit more coherent. This was kind of thrown together, so God bless, and I'll see you next time.